Sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, once again you have joined with another episode in Mirror of Dhamma program. Today, I'm going to teach you a wonderful sutta that is taught by our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. From this sutta, we can learn 5 factors, 5 things that we should recollect, oftenly we should recollect in our life. Now, when we are spending the day, children, there are thousands and thousands of thoughts arise in our mind. Now, when we spend the day, now when we think about, when we pay attention, if we pay attention to our mind, there are thousands of different thoughts that pop up in our mind. There are thoughts of anger, thoughts of regret, thoughts of sadness, and such that there are so many different types of thoughts may arise in our mind. But we rarely recollect about good thoughts. Rarely the good thoughts will come to our mind. And we rarely recollect about our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Rarely we remember about the Supreme Dhamma that is taught by our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. And very rarely we recollected or we remember about our Mahasangha. So, our thoughts are get used to tend or go into the wrong direction mostly. That is the nature of the mind, because this mind is very rarely being at one place. It is very active and it is like a monkey. Now, in an earlier episode in this program, I taught you about the nature of this mind. This mind is like a monkey jumping from one tree to another, and rarely it be at one place. So, from this mind, the bad thoughts may appear in our mind. So, our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, taught us there are 5 things that you should recollect in your life oftenly, frequently. If we practice to recollect these 5 factors in our life will be a wholesome one. And we will do only, children, the good things. Now, the nature of ourselves is we always tend to do some bad things. That is because of the nature of the mind. So, if we recollect these 5 factors that I am teaching you today, that was taught by our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, if we recollect these factors, we will tend to do good things only. We will tend to do the merits only, but not demerits. So today, we are going to learn these 5 factors. So before learning that, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. And after that, after observing 5 precepts, let's learn this amazing and wonderful, interesting sutta today. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, before observing 5 precepts, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. Say with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Buddhaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Dhammaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Saṅghaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Dutiyampi Saṅghaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi Tatiyampi Saṅghaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now we paid homage to the Supreme Buddha and we went refuge for the Supreme Triple Gems. Now we are going to observe 5 precepts. So children, keep your hands together and say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the 4 Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, say with me. My homage to the Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, today we are going to learn an interesting sutta that was taught by our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Now children, our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, advises the humans and the gods to escape from suffering. He shows the path to escape from this cycle of rebirth, which he called the samsara. Because when we are going in this samsara, in this journey of cycle of rebirth, now we are going in a journey in this samsara. So when we are going in this samsara, we are subjected to suffering than the comfort, than the happiness. Most of the time, we suffer a lot. Supreme Buddha said, the suffering is the birth. If someone has born in this samsara, he will gain the suffering surely. The birth is suffering. Getting old is suffering. Now, do you like to be old? No, no one is like to be subjected to old age. They don't like. And being sick or getting ill is suffering. No one is like to get sick or get ill, get subjected to diseases. So that is suffering. And the death is suffering. Do you like to be dead? Do you like to face the death? No, no one likes to face the death. Everyone fears in front of the death. So these are the sufferings. There are so many sufferings. Altogether, Supreme Buddha said the 5 aggregates, our life is suffering, children. So, our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, shows the path to escape from this great suffering to all humans and gods. So, if we practice, if we children, as children, if we practice this Supreme Buddha's advices, surely, children, we will be able to escape from all the sufferings from this world. So that is why our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, advises us out of compassion. Our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, was the most compassionate person that ever lived on this earth, because he showed the path to all beings to escape from this great suffering of this cycle of rebirth. So, our great teacher said, if you don't like suffering, if you are fear of suffer, if you don't like to be suffer in your life, you should not do bad deeds, or you should not do demerits. You should not collect demerits to your life, because the result of demerit is, children, what is the result? It is the suffering. If we practice, if we do bad things, bad actions, or if we practice the misconduct from our body, mind and speech, as the result, we will only gain the suffering. So no one is like to suffer in their life. No one will like to regret in their life because of their actions. But they don't like, though they don't like to regret or suffer, they would like to do the bad things. Because Supreme Buddha said, when you do bad things, it seems like it's pleasurable. Supreme Buddha said, Madhua manyati balo yava papanna pachati. Supreme Buddha said, when someone is doing bad things, when someone is doing demerits, it seems like it's like honey. Because when you're doing the bad things, it is very easy to do, and sometimes it gives a little bit pleasure. to your life. Now, doing a bad thing or doing a misdeed is very easy. So when you are doing that, it seems like very sweet. It's very pleasurable. But Supreme Buddha said that is only up until the results of those bad deeds, of those demerits will come to their life. They will be happy until the results come to their life. When the results of those bad deeds come to their life, they will suffer a lot. So that is why Supreme Buddha said, if you are fear of suffering, if you are fear of regretting, if you don't like to regret in your life, you should not do bad deeds. You should not do demerits to your life. So children, though we are afraid of suffering, though we don't like to regret in our life, the nature of this mind is it always tends to the bad side, or it always tends to the demerit side, to do demerits. That is the nature of the mind, because throughout this long journey of samsara, we have practiced not the good deeds, not the good habits, but in many lives, we have practiced the bad deeds. We have practiced anger, we have practiced hatred, we have practiced the lust, desire, so many things we have practiced. As a result of that practice, naturally, our mind tends to the demerit side. That is the nature of the mind. So, what we have to do is, we should take our mind from this demerit side to the good side, merit side. We have to practice merits. If we are continuing the practice of merit, then our mind tends to do merits a lot, because it is a practice. Now, the nature of the practice is, you don't want much effort to do that. When we are used to something, when something becomes a habit of ourselves, we don't want much energy or much effort to do that. So that is why we should practice good deeds, good thoughts. If we have good thoughts, we have good words and good actions, because everything is controlled by our mind. So our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, taught us to recall frequently about 5 factors in our life. If we remember these 5 factors to our life, if these thoughts become a practice to our life, a habit to our life, we will not do any misdeeds from our body, mind and speech. So that is what we want to do. So today we are going to learn these 5 thoughts. Supreme Buddha said, there are 5 themes, or there are 5 thoughts that you should practice by thinking again and again and again. So the first one is, Supreme Buddha said, you should always recall that I am subjected to old age, and I am not escaped from getting old. That is the first thing you have to recall. Now children, we rarely remember that we are getting old. But though we didn't recall this thing, no one can stop getting old. No one can stop that we are getting old and becoming old. That is the reality of this life. But children, in the world, in this whole world, from day to night, people are trying to stop becoming old, don't they? Yes, they do. People are trying to find some medicines, find some other chemicals to stop this old age. But children, all those attempts, all those experiments become useless, because becoming old is the reality of this life, and no one can stop or no one can change the reality and the truth in this world. So we are subjected to old age. We become now, from by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, we are getting old, children. Now when you are little, you like to grow old. That means you like to become a big man. But when you are coming to an age of about 35, 40, then you don't like to be old, because you by yourself you can experience that your body loses the strength in your body, loses the beauty of your body. Now in your condition now, you are very young. But though you are young, children, this youth, this youngness does not prevail for a long time. So we all are subjected to old age. Supreme Buddha said, you should recall this every day. Often, frequently, you should recall that you are subjected to old age. Because if you are not thinking about this, if you are not thinking about you are getting old, Supreme Buddha said, our mind will intoxicated by our youth, our youngness. Now that is the truth, children. When we have the strength in the youth age, when you are young, now you all are young. So you have the strength in your body, and you will think that this strength, this energy will prevail for a long time. It will never decrease. But children, this youngness, this youth will prevail only for a little time. We will become old in about another 50 years. We all are grandfathers and grandmothers, right? You all are Ajis and Siyas in your life. So that is the nature, that is the reality. So you should recall this, because mind, if we do not recall this, our mind will intoxicated with the young age. Then by that intoxication, we tend to do the bad things. When you think you are young, you will act according to that, and you will think that, oh, I am very young, it's not problem to do any bad things. So Supreme Buddha said, not thinking about this or getting old, the people will do many misdeeds. They practice the misconduct by the body, mind and speech. But if someone recalled about they are getting old, then they will be abandoned from the misdeeds, misconduct from the body, mind and speech. So that is the first thing that we have to recall. What is that? I am subjected to old age. I am subjected to aging, and I am not escaped from that factor, from becoming old. That is the first one. And the second one is, I am subjected, you should think, I am subjected to illness. I am not escaped from the illness. Now, in any time, there's no specific time. In any time, we can be subjected to illness. Now, we all have subjected to now around ourselves, the illness prevails, children. Now the coronavirus is spreading. Many people get ill. Many people are dying out of the coronavirus. So that is what the reality of this life. We all are subjected to this illness. No one can stop this. Supreme Buddha said, you should recall this factor. What is that? I am subjected to illness, and I am not escaped from this illness. When you are recalling this theme or this factor that I am subjected to the illness, your life will not be intoxicated with the health. Now, normally people does not recall, they do not remember that they are subjected to illness. As a result of not thinking about that, what happens? They will be intoxicated with their health. Their mind will be intoxicated. Now, when you drink intoxicating drinks and drugs, what is the nature of a person who has been intoxicated? He doesn't know what to do, good or bad, because his mind is intoxicated. He doesn't know how to speak, how to act. They do bad things. That is the nature of intoxication. So our mind get intoxicated by our health. When someone is intoxicated by their health, they do misdeeds by their body, mind, and speech. So if someone remembers frequently that they are subjected to illness, then he thinks, now I am subjected to illness. One day I will be ill. One day I will get caught to a disease. So before that, I should practice good deeds. In any time I will be ill, so before that I should practice good deeds. I should make many merits to my life. Then he will do only the good deeds, children. So that is the second thing that we should remember. What is that? I am subjected to illness. That is the second thing. And the third thing is, Supreme Buddha said, you should recollect oftenly and frequently that I am subjected to death. And I am not exempt from the death. You should recall that. Now, children, we all are subjected to death. Once we are born in this world, once you are born in anywhere, from that moment, we are going in the direction of the death. No one can stop that. Supreme Buddha said that when the sun arises from the eastern side and sun sets from the west, in the middle of that time, no one can stop the sun from going going the sun from eastern side to the western side. No one can stop, and sun never stops in that journey. Same as that, our life is subjected to the death. Our life moves from the birth end to the death end unstoppably. So you should recall this, that I am subjected to death and I am not escaped from the death. If someone recollect this, his life will not be intoxicated with the life. Supreme Buddha said, the people are intoxicated with their life. When the people are intoxicated with their life, they don't think that they will be dead at any time. Now, death can come to our life at any time, children. So they don't think about that. So they do many misdeeds. But if someone remembers that I can be dead, I will be dead at any time, then he knows that when he is about to do a bad deed, if he is about to do a misdeed, he remembers that I am subjected to death, and if I will be dead in this moment when I am doing this bad deed, I will be born in a bad destination. So I should abandon this bad deed. So he will be abandoned from the misconduct from the body, mind, and speech. That is how the noble disciples of the Supreme Buddha should abandon from the misconduct, misdeeds. So you should recall that I am subjected to death, and I am not escaped from this death, children. That is the third thing. So far we have learned three factors, three things that we should recollect in our life. They are, I am subjected to old age, and I am not escaped from the old age. I am subjected to illness, and I am not escaped from that illness. And I am subjected to death, and I am not escaped from the death. So those are the three things. And the fourth factor that we should recall is, Supreme Buddha said, you should recall frequently that I will be departed and separated from all the loving things and the loving people who lives around us. Now there are pleasurable and desireful, loving things to us. Now, as children, your toys and your teddy bears and so many things that you have, you love them. And there are so many people around you that you love very much. Your parents, your cousins, your neighbors, your relations. There are so many people. But the reality is, children, in one day, we should be parted, or we should depart from all these pleasurable people. And all the pleasurable things and the pleasurable people will be departed from ourselves one day. That is the nature. Because we face the death, we are subjected to death. One day we have to face the death. When we are facing that death, we will be parted from all the loving, pleasurable things. So we should recall this to our life every day, because if we are not recalling this, we are getting clinged, or we are getting more and more, we are practicing more and more desire and lust to these things. Then we will be attached, get attached to these desirable things. When we get attached to these things, when we are subjected to the departure, or when we are subjected to the separation from these desirable things, we will suffer a lot. We will cry a lot. We will regret a lot. That is why Supreme Buddha said, you should think these things before this separation. You should get ready to face this reality of this life. If you are ready to face this reality of this life, you will not suffer, you will not cry, you will not regret in your life. People do not think about this, so they engage in many misdeeds. They do not practice good deeds to their life. So that is why we should recollect this thing to our life, children. We should be parted from and separated from all the desirable things and the people from our life. That is the reality, and no one can change that. So children, practice that. Every day, in the morning, when you get up, you should recall these things. Now we learned 4 factors. Now the fifth and the final thing that we have to recollect is, Supreme Buddha said, I am the owner of my karma. You should recall this. What you do is you are responsible for that action. You are the person who is responsible of your actions. The heir of my karma. I am the heir of my karma. I have karma as my origin. Karma is my relative. He is my closest relative. And karma is my result. I will be the heir. I will be the owner of the karma. Whatever I do, good or bad, I will gain the result. You should recall this. Because what you do, then you should be responsible for that karma. You only will gain the result of that karma. That's what you do. So if you do good things, you will gain the good results. If you do bad things, what you gain? The bad results. That is the nature. That is the rule of this world. So you should recall this. When you're recalling this, you will be able to think that when you're about to do a bad thing, then you will remember that, oh, if I do this bad deed, I will gain the suffering as the result. I will be regret in my life. So if you are practiced to recall this thing, children, then you will abandon the bad deeds, misconduct from your life. So that is how we should abandon the misdeeds, misconduct from the body, mind and speech, and practice the good deeds. If you recall these 5 factors that I taught you today, your life will be a successful and wholesome and very happy one, children. So children, practice these 5 thoughts to your life and make your life a better one and a successful one. So I wish you all, may all of you realize 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai. Now children, we have come to the session of meditation. So before getting to the meditation, we have to get ready for that. So sit in a relaxed position. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on the floor cross-legged and keep one palm on the other and make your back straight. That is the most important thing you have to do when you meditate. You have to make your back straight, your body straight, and relax your body and relax your mind. Now gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Today we are going to do Karuna meditation. We are going to spread our compassionate thoughts to all beings who live in this world. When you hear my voice, think according to them. Now listen very carefully. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be well and happy with physical well-being. May I be well and happy with mental well-being. May I live in peace. May all the beings around me be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all the beings in this village be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings in this city be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings in this country be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings in this world be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings be free from physical suffering. be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May they live in peace. May all beings live in peace. Live in peace. Live in peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the session of good deeds. So today we are going to watch the good deeds that has done by the children all around the world, and let's share all the merits that has done by them. So, Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the good deeds session, where we read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name is Devanga, and today I'm here with Dinu Daham.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Daham, and today I'll be watching the good deeds done by Dia Upasika from England and Nalini Upasika.
The first meritorious deed was done by Dia Upasika from England. He has sent a few pictures about the meritorious deeds he has done. These good deeds include helping his family, chanting Piri, and more. Let's see the pictures he sent.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dia. I would like to share with you some of the good deeds I have done recently. I helped my parents to look after my grandma. I helped my dad to mow the lawn and trim the grass edges. I attended Pirith chanting class. I learned to chant Pirith and also helped others with their chanting. I offered Buddha Pujava and worshipped Lord Buddha, reciting gathas with my family.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Dia Upasika for sending these beautiful photos. The meritorious deeds you did were so amazing, and we should also do great meritorious deeds just like you did. It is very important to help and look after your family, to chant Piri, and to worship the Supreme Buddha. Many merits to Dinu Daham Upasika for doing the voiceover to these amazing photos. We rejoice in your merits. You can also create short 1 to 2 minute presentations or videos about any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deed you have done. You can then send them to our email address. We can share them with the whole world and rejoice in that merit.
The last meritorious deed was done by Nalini Upasika. She has sent a presentation of how we shouldn't hurt or kill living beings and animals. She has also explained an incident that happened to her. Let's see the presentation she sent.
Dear Dhamma friends, just like our lives are rare, the lives of other beings are also rare. It was a rainy day. My sister, my mother, and I went out to ride our bikes, and there were puddles on the road. I saw bugs and ants in the puddles, and they were struggling to save their lives. So we took a leaf and got one bug on the leaf. We put that bug on the road. Just like that, we also saved other beings from the puddles. So I was happy. Do not be late to do good deeds. I share merits with Soku Swami Nwansa, MirrorOfTheDhamma Swami Nwansa, and all the monks and nuns all around the world.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Teruvan saranai, namo buddhaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Nalini Upasika for sending this marvelous presentation. This presentation taught us about how we shouldn't hurt living beings. We rejoice in your merits of saving those bugs from danger. Many merits to Devanga Upasika for doing the voiceover and editing this marvelous presentation. If you have any photos of any meritorious actions you have done, you could send them to our email address, which will appear on the screen. We all will rejoice in all your good deeds, and we can share them with the whole world.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you also have the opportunity to do more meritorious deeds and to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help us to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in all your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Teruvan saranai, namo buddhaya.
Namo buddhaya. You have now all come to the World News and Buddhist Teaching session, where we talk about the world news that happens around the world and learn accordingly to the Buddhist teachings. My name is Carl and I'm here with my sister Kylie.
Aya, have you heard of timely giving?
Yes, Nangi, giving timely gifts, meaning giving at the right time. The Buddha said that there are 5 types of giving at the right time.
What are they?
Dana to a newcomer like guests, dana to a person like travelers, dana to a person that's sick, and dana to a person in the situation of famine, and lastly, offering to the first produce of the field to a virtuous person. Let's see the news and rejoice in the merits.
A plate of couple of chapatis, a bland vegetable curry, may not be something the general crowd would look forward to. But a wholesome meal is definitely luxurious for a family infected with COVID-19 who are not able to buy groceries with no one to cook. After realizing from personal experiences, 2 sisters from India took the job for serving COVID-19 patients with home-cooked food.
See how meritorious these aunties are? It's like a very rare chance to be born in this human world, isn't it, Aya?
Yes, Nangi. Some people are born in the human world after many aeons. So, do not waste your human life and do not miss this rare opportunity.
Do meritorious deeds from your body, speech and mind.
Most of the people do not like giving things to others. But if someone practices generosity, they will acquire loads of merit. There are 5 benefits that you can gain by being generous.
What are they?
Number 1, he will be pleasant to all beings. Number 2, he will associate with noble people. Number 3, he will have a good reputation in society. Number 4, he will gain good personality. Number 5, the generous person will be born in heaven.
The 31-year-old resolved to help the helpless during times of such unpredictable crises was strengthened after his friend's wife passed away last year due to the lack of oxygen in an auto rickshaw. This prompted Sheikh to sell his car to raise money to buy oxygen cylinders. He was able to procure 160 of them and started working to help people.
What a meritorious deed he has done in this life. Sadhu, sadhu. We rejoice in this merit. This is called timely giving, my dear Dhamma friends. Generosity is a good thing to practice. Have a strong determination to develop this quality. See you all next week. Sawan Saranai Namo Buddhaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, now we are going to chant Paritta. So today we are going to chant Angulimala Paritta. So take out the book of Pali English, Paritta chanting book, and turn to page 171. That's where we find Angulimala Paritta. So let's chant Angulimala Paritta today. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Chant with me. Parittang yang bhanantassa nisinnatthana dhovanang udakampi vinaseti sabbameva parissayam sottinagabhavuttanang yancha sadheti tang khane Therasangulimalassa lokanatena bhasitam kapathai mahatejang parittang tang bhanamahe. Even the water that is used to wash the seat which Arahant Angulimala sat on and recited this paritta, that water can end all sufferings. If a pregnant mother suffers from any pain, she will be well and be strong enough to stand instantly. Now we shall recite that very powerful paritta taught by the Buddha to Arahant Angulimala, which will hold its power for an eon. Yato hang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato nabhijanami sanchicha panang jivita voropeta tena sachena sottite hotu sottigabhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth, which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on, I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Yato hang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato na bijanami sanchichapanang jivita voropeta tena sachena sothite hotu sothigabhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Yato hang bhagini ariyaya jatiya jato na bhijanami sanchichapanang jivita voropeta tena sachena sottite hotu sottigabhasati. Sister, from the day I was born in the noble birth which leads to supreme Nibbana, from that day on I am not aware of myself killing any living beings deliberately. By this truth, may you be well. May the delivery of your child be peaceful. Etena sachena suvati hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the final session of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So it is time to share merits. So today we collected lots of merits by learning Supreme Buddha's teachings, by meditating, by chanting Paritta and so on. So let's share all the merits that we gained today with all the gods who protect the Gautam Buddha's dispensation. May all the gods rejoice in this merit and may they be well and happy. May they live long. May they protect all the children who watch this Mirror of Dhamma program today. And may all the gods protect all the children all around the world and the people who has been affected by the coronavirus. And may all the gods rejoice in this merit and may they realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with all the departed relatives of all of us. May all the departed relatives rejoice in this merit and may they escape from this samsara as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with our Pinot Loku Swamin Wahanse, who showed this Gautam Buddha's supreme Dhamma to all of us. So may our Kalyana Mitra Pinot Loku Swamin Wahanse rejoice in this merit and may he be well and happy. May our Loku Swamin Wahanse live long. May our Loku Swamin Wahanse have the opportunity to realize this Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with all the children who watch this Mirror of Dhamma program and their parents and their relatives and all the family members. May all of you rejoice in this merit and may you be well and happy. May you live long. May you live a happy life. May all of your education and good hopes become successful. May all of you realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the end of our Mirror of Dhamma program. So hope you enjoy this Mirror of Dhamma program. So let's meet in the next week with another wonderful teaching of our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. So I wish you all, may you be well and happy, may you live long, and may you be able to realize these Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai.